Welcome to the Color Me Psychic Hotline. Where are you calling in from today?
Oh, Portland, Oregon.
Awesome. Welcome, welcome. What question do you find yourself asking over and over that you want to explore today?
Okay. These are two questions, but they're basically one question.
Awesome.
Okay. Um, yeah, recently I'm exploring a pivot. So I want to know, is this what I'm meant to do? Is this the path that all other paths have led me to? Is this exactly what I've been looking for when it comes to my career, my business, the difference I will make in the world? Like, should I go down this new path?
Awesome. I love it.
I'm nervous.
The great
Nervous
thing
to
about
find
this is
out.
that, wait, what was that?
I'm nervous to find out. Oh.
The great thing about this though is that since you've been thinking about it and it's already in your conscious, your awareness, and we're just here to explore and kind of gather all the clues about that.
For sure.
So when you think about, is this the path I should pursue, that I should go down? I want you to go into your body for a second and see what sensation kind of comes up. Like, where in your body do you feel a sensation or noise?
My heart is racing.
Okay, okay.
I'm excited, but I'm scared. My
Yeah.
fingertips are actually tingling.
Okay.
And actually my feet. It like feels like I'm ready to go without
Okay.
really knowing where. But I do like my hands are tingling.
Awesome. Would you say it's a heavy or a light sensation? Like heavy meaning upsetting, off or down, or light as in like good, happy, and balanced?
It's light.
It's
Yeah.
light. I
I-
love that.
yeah, it definitely makes me excited. But
Oh,
again, I think with excitement, I am scared. So,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Mixed emotions.
Yeah.
That is awesome. So I want you to take that sensation that you're feeling in your heart and in your fingertips and in your feet, the tingling sensation, and like you're ready to go. And then I want you to color it out onto a piece of paper. We're just going to color one page today. Color until it feels complete. You can use any shape and color that you want. We're gonna dive into your coloring. I'm gonna interpret it using the color mending therapy step-by-step guide. There are color charts, so I have color charts with definitions, and then the common shape charts that I use to interpret coloring. So let's dive in. What was the first thing that you colored, or what is the first thing that is sticking out to you in your coloring?
The green line that is going across diagonally that almost looks like a river.
Yeah. Did you want it to be a river, like a water, or is it just like a line?
It's just a line, but I didn't want it to be straight.
Okay. That is great.
Mm-hmm. And I really wanted to use green.
Yeah. There's a lot of greens and blues and purples.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. Okay. So you're feel free to take as many notes as you want. I'm just going to kind of riff as I'm going through all of this. For this specific coloring, the line right there is light. So I'm looking at the light emotion categories on the color chart. So this yellow green color that you use, it has to do with compassionate love. So concern for other well-being, like a desire to understand and support and kind of care without personal gain. Like you have so much knowledge in you that you want to share and just help other people with. And lines, interestingly enough, have to do with what is like thoughts that are setting you free. So just know that if you're anchored in this compassionate love, that you'll always make like a grounded decision, or it's coming from like a solid place instead of feeling like a frantic place.
Wow.
And
Hmm.
that's just the line.
I love that. Damn, I have learned so much from that line.
Well, you're learning a lot from yourself, so kudos to you and yourself for bringing that
That
information
is
forward.
insane that that was the first thing I drew.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's
No, tell me about it. What feels insane about it?
I think the reason why this path that I want to go on is so enticing and why this feels like the thing I was meant to do is because it aligns with my mission of helping people become like a better version of themselves, a better version of their businesses, etc. And it does feel like the most aligned I have been with my purpose.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is so cool.
Thank you. I genuinely like mean it when I say, yeah, I just like, I feel like even doing business, it's just how I feel I can provide value to the world. I just did not know what that looked like. But
Yeah.
now I feel like I'm starting to. Yeah.
Oh, what a cool place to be in.
I know. Thank you.
That is so
Green
cool.
line.
Yeah.
Green line. Awesome.
What is the next thing you want to look at? What were some of the other things that you drew after that line?
Those blue scribbly thingies. And they kind of look like a cursive L. I don't know
Yeah.
if I
Yeah.
don't think I was like consciously trying to write out a word, but the squiggles in blue felt nice.
Yeah.
Mm.
So squiggles, when you see squiggles like this, it has to do with change and just how much you want something to change.
Hmm.
Blue for this because it is more of like the light sensation. This specifically is talking about hope and optimism. So, like a sense of possibility about what the future holds for you. And this change is kind of opening you up to the possibilities of what you could do with your life and the impact you can make.
Hmm. Wow.
Let's go ahead because I see the green kind of squiggles too. We can go ahead and look at that as well on the other side of that green line. So knowing that kind of the squiggles have to do with change, let's look at what the green could represent. So there's the green here just is gratitude. Uh, so just like appreciation for finding, like it feels like you finally have the dots like are connecting and it's making sense. So it's just more of like the gratitude of that. The lines, it's interesting that you also put lines in there.
Oh.
So the lines specifically, these are this the gratitude is also it's very similar to the green line that we started off with. So gratitude is always going to be able to like set you free. So if you just follow your gratitude or follow kind of that feeling that you get when you feel that gratitude, it will be more aligned and grounded energy. The yellow has to do with proud. So feeling proud, it's more of like a deep satisfaction and self-respect. So all good stuff. So just know that the gratitude is gonna help you have more self-respect, and kind of just feel like this grounded energy about who you are and what you're doing and your mission. Let's go to the other squiggles at the bottom right hand corner, or those more blue kind of squiggles.
Yeah.
So blue for this specific one, it's still coming as light, but the specifically for this blue, instead of the hope and like the optimism that is in the kind of the center of the page, this
Mhm.
is more of like sincerity. So it's like just a very honest expression without like pretending or deceiving or being a hypocrite. It's like a lot of integrity is coming in this.
Oh
Having
wow.
it be on like the right hand side of the paper, it also has to do with like the masculine energy. So just know that whenever you're standing in integrity in your masculine energy, that's a good thing. Just kind of
Oh
like
really?
amplifies it. Yeah. It helps just align it and make it feel it's like more of a balance of feminine and masculine. So it's not like overly analytical and it's not like overly like I'm just doing this like a lot of like flowy energy, but it's like a very balanced, kind of
Hmm.
steady energy.
Okay.
What do you want to look at next? Tell me about like the kind of the squares and kind of the foreground and
Mm-hmm.
the blocks.
The squares I drew before I filled everything in shades of green and teal.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I think I started with green squares, then I moved to blue, and then I felt like putting purple in.
Okay.
Mhm.
So squares, this specifically is how you're treating yourself. So squares have to do with how we treat ourselves.
Oh,
Let's look
really?
at the green, the blue, and the purple. So
Okay.
green specifically for this is more of just like gratitude. So like you're very grateful.
Oh.
You're showing a lot of gratitude for yourself, and for just your experiences, like all of your experiences that led you up to this point. So there, it feels like this is the beginning of like a new chapter, or like you're starting a new chapter. So there's just a lot of gratitude for all of those different experiences. Uh,
Mm.
for the blue, there's a lot of like peace and contentment. So it feels like there's just like an inner quietness and steadiness. Yeah, it's just very peaceful and tranquil and serene,
Mm.
especially when you think about your past experiences.
Mm-hmm.
And then purple has to do with integrated. So this just means that all the different aspects of yourself are working together and working together in harmony.
I think after the squares, that's when I just filled everything in with green.
Okay. Yeah. The dark green squares, these two
Oh.
dark green squares, it's just resolution. So it's really like all the tension and the conflicts and the problems that you were feeling are feeling resolved. Like it feels like there's like a clear path forward. Do you want to talk about the trees next to the
Yeah.
squares?
Yeah.
Yeah. Trees are interesting. So trees have to do with like community patterns or community expectations. And
Uh-huh.
for this specifically, though, it's more of like resolution. Like it feels like there was some tension around how you were expected to behave or what your career should look like, or some sort of expectations that were creating dissonance within you. But this is just showing that those have been resolved. Because you colored two trees, I would maybe explore like if there's two specific like expectations that you felt like maybe you were going against or choosing not to follow, but by choosing not to follow them and kind of beating your own path and choosing your own path, that it's really dissolved tension and inner conflicts for you. Two also is the number of like connection and like union. And so it feels like it's more of you coming into yourself and deepening your relationship with yourself, which will, as like a byproduct, help you create more connections and community and love with the people around you. You want to talk about the teal and the greens and that you use to kind of fill in the rest of the
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I didn't really want there to be much white space, I guess. I don't know.
yeah.
I was just drawn to the green. And
Yeah.
then I finished. I thought I was complete, and then I just took a red and one. That was the one that I was like, I want to do this because it just feels like, fuck it, why not? So I would love to know what that red line means, because that was the last thing I did, and I kind of contemplated it.
Yeah, yeah. Lines again have to do with thoughts that are holding you back. It's like you stepping on the gas while also stepping on the brake. This context of everything that you colored, everything is light, has like a light energy around it, except for the red line. The red has to do with like annoyed, so like being annoyed, but it's like being annoyed with yourself for like second guessing yourself and your intuition and just like being frustrated, but also don't be too hard on yourself either, because everything else that the color is representing is that you really wanted this to come from like a very sincere, grounded place, and you knew it was right. But then, like, something about like going back and forth, it's just like made you really annoyed.
No, I feel seen. That actually makes a lot of sense. So, yeah, that's crazy. Oh, uh-huh. Wow.
Any other questions or any other things that you are kind of curious about?
So you think like the amount of green is mostly gratitude?
Yeah, and compassionate love too. So, and it's compassionate love toward yourself and like all the experiences that have led you to this point. It feels like a new chapter in the book, kind of feels.
Wow, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. That was awesome. That actually like very much summed up how I'm feeling and where I should be going, I guess.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's just information. So the best thing about emotions is that it just is information that we get to decide what to do with, and yeah,
Mm.
take it for however you want to use it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I feel empowered.
Oh, that's
Just
awesome.
personally, I know in that red line, I have been saying, I'm like, I'm disappointed in myself. I could be doing more, but I'm like, no, you will do more. And, so I'm
Yeah,
glad that line is there.
yeah.
It's a good
How
reminder.
cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, how cool. Well, thank
that was
you so much for like, calling into the hotline today. You can, just a reminder to all the listeners, you can teach yourself color mending by scanning this QR code. It will take you to this book where I got the shapes and the color charts. And if you want to schedule your reading, scan this QR code, book a time. I would love to talk to you, and we'll talk to you next time.